Hey, rebels. Okay, listen, listen. Your absence is the truth that you have been waiting for. The fact that you left whomever this is behind and you are no longer dealing in the confusion of trying to figure out what the hell is going on or their shit is the thing that you have been waiting for. Is the truth that you have been waiting for. It says back here, have more faith in yourself. Be proud of how you have navigated every curveball that life has thrown at you. How you've dealt with this time shows your true inner resilience. Nothing can break that. That in itself is an inspiration for others. Keep on shining your light. Maybe I'm hearing the song Tell It, Tell It, Tell It Like It Is. Why don't you tell it? Tell it. Tell it like it is. And also, I'm hearing 702, I still love you. So, whoever this person is, they are deceiving themselves by thinking that however and whatever they have for you is love. And it's not. It's not. Okay, so how did we even get here? Spirit said that this is a very direct message. All right, so this person was doing some type of hoodoo voodoo love magic, some type of something over you and their situationship. Yeah, Spirit said that they're sure that you looked at it as a relationship, but it was definitely a situationship. You made this person look good, but at the same time, you triggered the fuck out of them. They wanted you to look at them the way that they wanted others to perceive them, right? But you would not do that. They needed you to get in alignment and fall in line with the image of themselves that they wanted to portray. So therefore you were not being a good support animal. Very disrespectful of them to say that, but that's what Spirit said. You were not being a very good support animal to them in their identity and cause, honey. Look, they thought that stuff was happening in order, honey. It got so dysregulated very much so quickly. This person wanted all your time and attention to be of your occupation on them. Can you hear that? They wanted your time and attention to be your occupation on them. All right. They wanted you to invest everything that you had, every minuscule piece of energy that you had of being admired and enamoring of any moment that they were able to give you. Although they lacked the capacity of having the awareness of understanding what stability really was, they wanted you to be able to just ride the waves and go with the currents of however they showed up and just accepted. This person is now deep in their thoughts about what they could have had with you and what you got coming. All right. With the projection that's happening with my throat chakra, Spirit said this may have been a person who you constantly ask them, how do they feel about you? Why do they like you? Why are they even around? And this person would definitely avoid having those conversations of topic, but wanted to align you in a sense of chasing after them to be able to get those answers. But they also wanted you to chase after them in a backwards type of ceremony, I'm hearing. In a backwards type of ceremony of you displaying to them how they should behave towards you, but they was never going to meet you with that same energy. Why are we splitting the deck here? Honey, the wheels has turned. The wheels have turned, and honey, you leaving has definitely shined the truth onto this person. The transition of yourself, now that this person is no longer around, now that you are no longer permitting access of yourself, is showing not just them who they are and who they are not, but it's showing others who they are, who they have been, and who they will never be, so long as they do not have the support system of someone like you by their side. So here said, with the group 702, I Still Love You, which also comes from the soundtrack of this movie called Empire. This person gambled away any type of discernment that they could have possibly had for themselves by costuming themselves in an emperor energy. Okay, but with 702, I did look up the spiritual meaning of 702, and Spirit would like to applaud you and also reward you with this not sense of peace, this living life in peace. So long as you are continuing to listen to Spirit and pay attention to the guidance that they are giving you. Because Spirit said they gave you an inkling about this person several times over before. Something about you needed your eyes to match with what you were witnessing. You needed to see the patterns, and Spirit allowed you that space to be able to see the patterns. But the fact that you did not stay in this situation and let it deceive you and grovel towards it, hoping that there would be more, they're so proud of you. So Spirit said, if you have yet to do this, block this situation entirely, meaning block numbers, block emails, block their support system. Even if their support system seems to be the in-between of helping them to understand and negotiate with reality, Spirit said, cut them off. They are not going to give you any type of credibility, whatever that means for you. Entertainment purposes, educational purpose, use your own discernment, which obviously you have been doing rather well with doing. Spirit said this person is very upset. Okay, envy and jealousy they seem so familiar to each other, but they are two completely different things. This person is jealous of the life that you are able to live without them being around. But they are envious, confirmation. They are envious in the fact that you have been able to identify them for everything that they have been hiding, not just from themselves, that they've been trying to suppress of themselves, but that they have been hiding from other people, being able to realize that, yeah, they fucked around and found out. Those other people fucked around and found out who this person actually was. All that cheap talk that they was doing, those other people just took them at their words. They never paid attention to the evidence that they have been living and sharing the space with them of. So they are going to be trapped in thinking about you. They are going to be trapped in not just thinking about you, but others that are just like you. Right? They thought that they was running some shit, and Spirit said not at all, because this has definitely been taken up to spiritual court, and they have a close eye of monitoring spirits, paying attention to them. It says no matter how much you are being tested or pushed, no matter how much you are being tested or pushed right now, stand your ground and push back. Believe in your own integrity and self-worth so much that no one can get in your way. Have the confidence to move forward. You can and you will do this, all right? But what Spirit also wants you to understand is that you are in this leadership, baby. But you are definitely in this leadership position in this person's life, even though you are not, baby, even though you are not around. The way these cards is coming, honey, the way these cards are coming out as I'm at the sound of my voice. Listen, you are definitely in a leadership position within this person's life, even though you no longer are present or, I heard, accessible to be activated. So this person was intentionally using things that you share with them for the sake of you allowing them to get to know you and also guiding them in how you should be treated. This person was purposely activating your triggers. I heard the N word, but activating your triggers to try to get you in intentional alignment with dealing with their bullshit and being able to overlook their bullshit whenever they decided to be in bullshit or be about the bullshit. They wanted you to remember that they told you that they were a nice person, and just by them telling you that they were a nice person should have been well enough for you to leave well enough alone. Babe, listen. Nope. Nope, not at all. Not at all. Okay, Spirit, let's good. Okay. All right, all right, all right, all right. You said put that right there. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. And what do we have, honey? Oh, and the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. Yes. So you called judgment at some point in time. You wanted the truth to be revealed, and yes, the truth was revealed to you. Even though you did not get the particulars from other people, maybe you had, but even though you did not get the particulars from other people, you felt the energy of the gossip and you felt the energy of the narrative that was being spun about you. The energy of the narratives that was being spun about you not being a stable person, that you were driven by chaos. Now, for one of my favorite ignorant people here, and it may be you probably did start a little bit of chaos, a little bit of drama, but it was nothing. It was very harmless. Just to see what the person would do with it. Would they talk to you respectfully, and would they be, guide you back in a nurturing sense of sensibility, or would they invest themselves further in a tit for tat and turn around and try to make it seem as if you were combative? I understand it. I get it, honey, and obviously something about it worked. With the 5 of Wands and the 2 with the 7. Okay, honey, we look like we're doing a math problem. 5 plus 2 equals 7. Okay, so you done went from fighting against many people, fighting with many people, to understanding your direction, and you chose yourself. And you chose yourself. Because if we take 7 and take away the 3, we then get 4, and the 4 of Wands, honey. Look, let's talk about it. The fact that you chose yourself, and the fact that you chose your mental ability to be able to live in a life of freedom and peace was all she wrote. There was nothing left to be said. You were tired and done of trying to play these Blues Clues type of objectives with whoever this person is, trying to figure out what they think, like trying to figure out what triggered them, when it was so obvious right there presented in front of you. And here with the Queen of Pentacles, you had to be very it seemed like to them that you were being stubborn, but no, you had to be responsible for yourself, in regards to yourself, and just dismantle this whole damn situation. Rebels, they said take the top card. Take, honey, listen, that's what they didn't expect. They did not expect for you to be so bold with your word being bond. They did not expect for, now we're speaking they. I heard it. Now we're speaking they, because it was not just this person. This person ran back and told whomever how you was going to behave and how you was going to react. And they just tried to predict you all across the board. And Spirit said that the fact that you left showed the truth. It revealed the truth of who, not only who you are, but who this person was not, and everything that they felt was predictable about you. However, this person thought that their theories of, poking out their chest and their muscle mass mattered. It did not matter at all. Listen, honey, listen. Spirit guided you through this, but Spirit also trusted you with you. And that's the beautiful thing about Spirit. Spirit understands, and they realize that you knew who you were, but you just needed a test dummy to remind you of who you are. And it says all in the golden afternoon. So what that tells me is that this was something real quick. This wasn't something over a course of years. Even if this was somebody who you dealt with in the past, this time around, you got them in and you got them out so fucking quickly that it was unbelievable, that they thought that they actually was going to have more time to play up in your damn face. They just tried to choke me with that one. And it said feeling safe, babe. Listen. And that's what really mattered to you, is for you to feel safe, that you were not using your time in solitude to try to get over the chaos, that you were using your time in solitude as an investment in you, because your time of solitude is about you being able to focus on you, being able to see yourself clearly, being able to enjoy your time with yourself however you choose to use it and define it. Oh, so what do we have here? And it's a wise ruler. Honey, didn't we just say leadership? Yeah, It says, you've been hiding in your shadows for far too long. It's time to stand your ground about what is important to you and forge a path in that direction. This might involve shedding unhealthy habits, honey, and this unhealthy habit that we are speaking of was whatever caused you to be interested in this person. This unhealthy habit that we speak of is you realizing that you need more evidence to show proof of who someone actually is, that you may have been moving a little bit too quickly and just trusting people for what it is that they tell you about themselves. Though when it comes down to you being in your authentic nature and sharing things about yourself that you are sure of, no one ever trusts you via your words. And they want you to spend all your days and all your life trying to prove to them that they should believe you and trust in your words. Even if it does turn you out to be a little reactive, they still do not trust your word, but they expect for you to trust in their word and let their word be bond, even though they have no evidence and proof. Because after they speak, everything else falls to the wayside. Their words were never enough for you. You needed to see action. So then we have, okay, let go of the old and make way for the new. You may find yourself being, okay, distracted by random thoughts, fear, or doubt. Don't allow yourself to be governed by them. Simply observe and choose. I told you, is observe and choose to take aligned action and choices, rebels. Trust in yourself. Trust in yourself. Even though you probably would appreciate a conversation of someone being able to apologize once you point something out, understand those apologies are not going to come. Spirit said, especially if you happen to be the one to identify what the problem is. Spirit said you have to remember a lot of people are avoidant of seeing themselves in their natural nature alongside of their habitat of comfort. Right? Okay. So then action. Action. My divine action incites love and harmony. I am aware of my thoughts and driven by positive forces. I listen to my heart. My desire to manifest light transform tests into growth, challenges into opportunities, and fear into love. Honey, love on yourself. Love on yourself. Spirit also wants you to know somebody will love you, but they may only be able to love you in portions. Okay, they may not be able to accept you for entirely who you are. But so long as you live in the honesty of yourself, so long as you love yourself, you will be able to discern why are people there and why you need to let them go. Because if it makes loving you uncomfortable, it's time to let them go. All right, you can't teach people how to treat you all the time. You just have to show them. All right, what is this one? Why are we pulling from here? It says emotions like waves in and out, crashing and unpredictable. Spirit said it's okay for you not to be predictable, because when most people find you being predictable, it mm, 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 it does not keep them on their toes. It does not show the impression of them desiring you in your authentic nature. And your authentic nature will never be predictable. Okay? Anything that's predictable about you more than likely is emotionally abandonment driven. Oh, that's interesting. What is this? And it says clinging to the past. You have to let go of the past, honey. You have to let go of what you thought whomever this person is, who you thought they were going to be to you. They're just simply not. So, Rebels, let's grab you another card. They said before we do that, what is this? Not that. That's the title card. Okay, so title card. And it says greed and intellectual talents. So here with greed and intellectual talents, once again, stop doubting yourself. Trust that When your time is up with somebody, it's just up. It's just done and over with. And whomever this person was for you, knowing and seeing that we really didn't get too many specifics about them, Spirit said this is about you, trusting you, you living in your truth, and you realizing that you do not have to negotiate your peace with anybody. So it says great shift. First, focus on the positive changes occurring focus on the positive changes occurring due to your efforts. Then expand your horizons and permit yourself to try something new. So many positive shifts are in store for you. The world around you is changing in your favor. Changing in the favor of your intentions. Rebels. So the question is, what is it that you really want? Do you want peace? Or do you really want to be persuaded by somebody else's greed of you? As always, live life, go make it do what it needs to do for you, babe. Wait, they said one more card. Ace of Pentacles. Due to your absence, do trust and understand that you need to continue to be productive in your life and continue to elevate. This one situation does not define who you are. All right? Love you much. Go make your life do what it needs to do for you, babe. Go Rebels.